This that shit right here. This that shit right here that gets you in that mode, in that you gotta get in that mode, fellas. When you about to link up with a chick, listen, you gotta get in that mode. You gotta turn on that side of you. That side that turns her on. Like, you gotta get in that motherfucking mode. You motherfuckers don't be getting in that mode. Y'all just be on some friendly shit. Just, trying to be all funny and be Mr. Nice Guy. Get in that mode. When a woman is in my presence, I get in that mode, baby. Like, I'm talking about she feels it. Why do you think her panties come off so damn quick? She wants them to fall off. When she's around me, she wants them to fall off. Because the way I am around her, right? You got to learn how to make that switch. When you're around men, obviously you're going to act, like you're around men. You're going to act like a motherfucking man. And when you're around women, it's the same shit, right? I'm not saying you change from being a man to something else. You're a man through and through, okay? But when you get around a woman, it's like that sexual vibe gets turned on. You got to understand how to read the cues, how to get in where you fit in, how to say things that turn her on up here, okay? Turn her on up here first. And then the rest, that shit will be easy. That shit comes as a byproduct. Like, that shit is so fucking easy when you can simply just get her mind. Say little things that spark curiosity in her brain. Okay? You say small little things that will spark curiosity in her mind. That curiosity is what leads her to get horny and to, get in that mode as well. Right? Because women, they're like a light switch. They're just a switch away from getting in that mode. But you gotta be the right motherfucker. It's like that Thor hammer, right? Thor's hammer, only he can pick it up, right? Only he can pick it up. Because he's the right man. And when you're with a woman, she's that motherfucking light switch. And it's just that switch to get her in that mode. But you gotta be the right man. And most of you, quite frankly, you're just not the right man. That's why she doesn't respect you. But y'all try to be Mr. Nice Guy because y'all want to win over her love. You want to win over her love. That's why you lose. I win over a woman's respect. Okay? With respect, you can like me or you can hate me. But you're going to respect me. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you love me. I don't care if you dislike me. I don't care about any of that. You just gotta respect me, right? You gotta respect my time. You gotta respect my attention. You gotta respect me as a man. I'm not gonna take no disrespectful jokes. I'm not going to tolerate you disrespecting my time, showing up late. I'm not going to tolerate you disrespecting my attention if we're on a date and you're on your phone because you think that my attention is not valuable. And I'm willing to check a woman and let her know that behavior is not tolerated over here. And guess what? Even if she feels mad for a moment, even if she finds it, like, oh, what the fuck, blah, 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 right? Whatever she says, I don't care. You have to respect me. Okay? So when a woman's around me, there might be moments where she's mad. But I've had women that are pissed off at me. Angry. Sucking my dick. Why? Because they respect me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most guys wouldn't even fathom this. They're like, no, that's not true. Okay, buddy. You try to win over her love all day. That's why you try to be Mr. Nice Guy and Mr. Funny Guy. Right? That's why you're afraid to make the move. Because you're afraid of losing her love. You're afraid of her not liking you anymore. You're afraid of her suddenly viewing you as someone like, oh, I don't want to hang out with him, right? But when a woman respects you, she's always going to want to hang out with you. She's always going to want to spend time with you. And she's always going to want to get in that bedroom with you. Okay? So make sure whatever you do, You always get a woman's respect. Okay? Always put the respect above the love. If you don't put the respect above the love, and the love you put that first, then the relationship is bound to fail. Okay? And I'm going to tell you some red flags to watch out for, okay? As far as when it comes to women, the red flags that you need to watch out for. This is a telltale sign that your woman is probably cheating on you, okay? And I tell guys all the time, take mental notes. Meaning you don't voice those concerns. You don't tell her out loud. If it's minor red flags, you peep it, okay? You peep it. You take a mental note, all right? You just see the behavior and you let it add up. You let it add up. One time might be a coincidence. But if you start seeing a pattern in behavior and it adds up, and the more and more you see it, you make a mental note. You tally it in your mind, right? Unless it's disrespectful shit, right? Because if it's something disrespectful, then obviously check her ass. Because what did I say? You got to demand respect. That means that any slight disrespectful remark needs to get checked on the spot. Okay? Right away. Not tomorrow. Not later. The moment it happens. Hey, listen. We don't do that over here. Okay? Simple, right? You let her know that you don't do that type of stuff over here. You don't tolerate that behavior, however you want to put it. And guess what? If she says anything, any backlash or whatever the case may be, she has the option to either abide by those rules or to walk away. And if, she does it again, you have to be man enough to cut her ass off. Why? Because respect comes number one. That's what that means. That respect comes number one. So that means you have to be willing to cut her ass off. Cut her ass clean the fuck off if she disrespects you. Okay? That's what you need to understand. But the red flags that you need to watch out for, most importantly, okay? Don't mention these. Don't mention these because these are small red flags, okay? That's all it is. It's a red flag, all right? So for the most part, the small red flags, you don't mention them, all right? Unless, like I said, it's something disrespectful. But basically, number one is going to be, let me take a sip of my water. Number one is going to be, okay, so this is top red flags, okay, that your woman might be cheating on you. So if her phone is upside down, okay, and you see this consistently, and now before I get into this, do not keep bringing this up, because let me give you some game, okay? When you as a man bring everything up that she's doing, you bring this up, you bring that up, you bring this up, you bring that up, right? You're telling her what she needs to fix in order to hide whatever she's hiding better, right? If she is, if that's the type of woman that she is, right? You're basically telling her this is what you need to improve on, right? When you don't say anything at all and you just take mental notes over time and you just tally it up here, you get to see who she truly is. Because who she truly is who she is without you judging her. The moment that you start judging her, she's going to try to, warp her perception of herself for you in your eyes. And so now you think that she's something she's not. And that's why when you get cheated on, you're over here shocked, when in reality, if you would have been peeping what she was doing, her actions, without bringing it up all the time, you wouldn't be surprised. You'd be like, yeah, I mean, your actions are pretty consistent with that of a cheater. I'm just taking mental notes. I'm going to just keep fucking because I already know what you are, right? But take mental notes, all right? But the first one is going to be the phone being upside down. The second one is your girl always has her phone on Do Not Disturb. What the fuck do you need your phone on Do Not Disturb for that much, right? I just got this girl's number today. She was on her phone with her man saying, oh, I'll talk to you later, baby. I love you, right? And then once she said that, started talking to me. And we exchanged information, right? Even said some things that I'm not going to mention on here, but I'm just letting you know, these hoes, They are not loyal. I'll tell you that much, okay? But anyways, when I called, right, her phone is on Do Not Disturb. Why do you think that is? Why do you think her phone's on Do Not Disturb? Because she knows she's giving out her number to other men while she has a boyfriend. So guess what? Of course, she's going to put her phone on Do Not Disturb in case any of these guys call her. It doesn't go through. So this is a red flag. If you're dating a chick or some shit, right? You're hanging out with her. You see her phone is always on Do Not Disturb. If you're just dating her, then it's none of your business. If that's your girlfriend, that's different. Okay? That's the red flag that you need to watch out for. How long we been going in this video? Hold on. But give me 1 second. Okay. I don't know why for some reason I thought it was way longer. But anyways, the third red flag is going to be if she always tilts her phone to the side. Like if you guys are sitting next to each other, right? And you guys are talking or whatever the case may be, she's texting and she goes like this. What do you think that means? That means there's something in that phone that she doesn't want you to see. Okay? So she's going to tilt her phone to the side just like this. The next one is going to be if every time you walk in the bathroom, right, and you come back outside, she turns that phone off right away. Why do you think she turns it off right away? Because while you were in the bathroom, she was catching up with her other texts, right? She was catching up with her other texts. So as soon as you come over here, like, if it was something else, fucking YouTube or some shit, she'd probably be watching. Then when you get next to her, she'd turn that shit off, right? But when a woman knows she's being sneaky, right? They're not even smart enough to wait a couple seconds. Like you walk out and, right? That's a red flag. Okay? The next one is going to be when a woman has all her comments turned off on her Instagram. If she's giving out her Instagram, if she's giving out her number, and she has all her comments turned off, guess why? Because if she knows there's other men that she's giving her information to, she doesn't want them to comment and blow the cover for her. So all of this is just fooling her boyfriend, right? It's just fooling her man. You never want to be that guy on the other side. Don't worry, I'm going to lace you guys up with games so that you can peep this shit, okay? But you got to subscribe to my channel. You got to like the video, drop a comment. I'm going to keep lacing you guys up with game. But you never want to be the guy that's on the other side, the fucking boyfriend. Hey, I don't know the motherfucker. I don't owe him no loyalty. These hoes are choosing, okay? When these hoes choose, they chose, okay? Like, you got to understand that. You got to keep it P. Even me, if I'm with a chick and she choose, it is what it is. Charge it to the game, right? If she choose, she choose. Charge her to the game. Keep it pushing. But, you got to understand these chicks be choosing. But be careful out here, though, because these motherfuckers, right? Some motherfuckers don't get mad at the woman. Some motherfuckers get mad at the man. So I don't suggest you go out there and try to fuck some guy's bitch, okay? And if you do, you better be ready for what can possibly come with it, all right? But I don't suggest it, because these motherfuckers, they killing over pussy, all right? But basically, what I'm going to say to end this is those are the red flags, and that's why you should never, let it be known, because first of all, it makes you seem insecure, and second of all, it changes her into whatever, she thinks you want her to be. Like if you see her in a certain dress and you guys just started dating or whatever the case may be, and you make a comment about it, now she might start wearing longer dresses just to make you think that that's who she truly is, because she sees and feels your judgment. But when you don't judge her at all, she shows you who she truly is. She shows you how she dresses. She shows you that nasty, dirty side of her that no one ever gets to see. She shows you how she behaves. She shows you everything. Everything you can think of. She shows you everything. Because you're not judging her. And you're not telling her, hey, change this, change that. No. You're seeing her for who she truly is. Okay? Because the men who start judging, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this, right? That's when she starts fooling the motherfuckers because, hey, you're letting her know everything that she needs to fix. All right? That's the video for today, guys. Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace.